JoyNews investigations have uncovered how some doctors and nurses at the Tamale Teaching Hospital extort monies from patients at the maternity ward. Mothers who are unable to pay these monies are detained at the facility. JoyNews' Kwete Nate and Hashmin Mohammed report on how these health officials even demand monies from fathers who wish to find out the sex of their newly born babies. Kwete will join us on the phone for a little chat on this development, but first, here are some details from that story.
This assignment is important because the extortion by health officials will not only make people shy away from accessing health care in the hospitals for fear of being charged exorbitant fees, but also compel them to resort to dangerous self-medication options. Others are likely to be denied treatment for non-payment of these exorbitant fees. I have come across Al-Hassan, a depressed-looking husband expecting his second child. Doctors are demanding he pays 108 cedis for a drug to induce his wife's pregnancy. He had already made substantial payment since she was admitted. His wife has been rushed to the emergency ward, but without the money, doctors will not operate on her.
I took my wife to hospital for checkup. When she went there, they told her to come back on Monday, that when she comes on Monday, she hasn't delivered, they will operate on her. So last Monday, I've sent my wife to hospital to check up to see whether the operation will still goes on or not. When I sent my wife, they've told her that we should go and do scanning. When we did the scanning, I went out and paid for the scanning. When we did the scanning, then she came back. They've told her that the operation has been cancelled, that she can deliver normally. So, but they've said the BP is up small. So we should go and buy a certain drug that they use to induce ladies to give birth. So I give money to my wife to go and buy that drug too. Yesterday, they've said that they have to do scanning again. It's like the baby is having too much weight that the baby cannot come out. So I went there this morning. They've called me, They've called me this morning and said I should come. That is an emergency. I should come to see something. When I went to the hospital, the doctor said they have to operate my wife because the child is having too much weight. So they said it is an emergency, so they have to operate on her. So one of my friends followed me to the hospital. My friend went for the drugs and paid some of the monies for the drugs and collected those that they've said the health insurance have covered. So after that, they've said they are now to prepare my wife for the CS. I came down, they've sent us all down and they've said they are going to send a inside theater. We were down there when they've called us again and said we are supposed to pay 108 Ghana cedis, a certain 108 Ghana cedis. Then we went. When we went, we asked them what are we paying the 100 Ghana cedis for. They said that one is for some drugs that they've used and the health insurance did not cover. Meanwhile, we already bought some of the drugs that they've said health insurance has not covered.
He doesn't have a penny on him. The longer he waits, the more likely it will be that he will lose his wife and his unborn baby. I join him on his motorbike in search of money. He knocks on the doors of relatives and families for 108 cedis. The fate of his unborn child and wife hang in the balance.
After
an hour, he finally raises the money. We head back to the ward. doctor, who identified as Mohammed, takes the money but will not provide receipt when we demanded it.
So please, you say we should pay how much?
Kwete Nate's report, excerpts of the report, I must say. Kwete joins me on the line now. Kwete, what actually led to this investigation?
We had complaints from a number of residents complaining about extortion at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. But when they complain and then, tell the authorities about it, what they ask is evidence. So I had a number of them who called me appealing that we take a look into some of these incidents that are happening at the Tamale Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
So that was the motivation behind this work.
Have we heard from the hospital authorities so far?
Yes, we spoke to the chief executive of the Tamale Teaching Hospital, Dr. David Akomla, who said that they've equally heard reports of extortion from many departments, at the facility, but they also don't have the evidence. So he assured that they will not hesitate to sanction staff who are caught in such a practice if anyone presents them with the evidence that, health officials are engaged in extortion.
Okay. Finally, when is the documentary airing and what should people expect?
The documentary will be airing next week on TV on Monday 17th at 8:30 in the evening, and then Tuesday at 6:30 on the evening as well on the 18th of December next week. Basically, what people should expect is staff, doctors, nurses taking monies from patients without giving them receipts. Nurses demanding monies from patients in order for them to even know the sex of their newly born babies.
Okay.
And it's customary for Muslims to say prayers into their newly born babies.
Okay.
And nurses demand money from fathers for them just to
have access
prayers,
to that information.
Into the ears of their babies. And
right. Interesting. Kwete, thank you very much for this investigative piece and, of course, for that interview you've just granted us. Kwete Nate there did that work, and it is showing on Monday, the 17th of December at 8:30 and on Tuesday at 6:30 right here on this channel. On Thursday of that same week, it will be on the Super Morning Show.